49er is considered the Olympic class boat for the 29er. So if you're sailing the 29er, the next step would be to move into the 49er, which is just a bigger version. The boat's about 2 feet longer, the mast is about twice as high, and the sail area is a lot more. It's a double trapping boat, so you both trapeze, and my position on the boat is a crew. A little about myself. I started in the Sailboat here in Southern California. I moved from the Sailboat directly into the 420. Didn't really go the laser route. That wasn't me. I was a little too small. Didn't really want to chance it like these two did. My position, the 420 is a crew. I just love crewing. That's what I love to do. Started sailing the 420. Had a very fun time doing that. And then in 2005, the opportunity came to me to start sailing the 29er. And my friend, Judge Ryan, asked me if I wanted to sail, and I said, hey, sure, why not? New boat. Go ahead and hop to the 29er for the first time, and I had a blast sailing that boat around. It's just a high-performance boat, just like you said. It's a little faster than the Club 420 and the I-420, but just a different skill set, really. It's really kind of like Peter McDonald said. If you like vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, it's really just a difference. So it's just the way I want to take it, and that's where I went. So I've been sailing the 29er since 2006. I've gone to every World Championship since then, had a lot of fun sailing the boat. And just this last year, I wrote a resume in to apply for the underdevelopment team for U.S. Sailing, and was accepted in the 49er class. So I'm just scratching the surface in the 49er. And as I said before, the 49er is the Olympic class boat. So the 49er would be the Olympic pathway to be taking. Zach Maxim has been sailing the 49er a lot longer than I have. So any questions that I can't answer, he for sure can. But it's a really fun boat, and I don't know any questions that you have, go ahead and shoot them at me.
So if your head's not spinning now with alphabet soup and enough boats to, you know, and if parents, I strongly suggest that the first thing you do is go out and buy one of everyone. Very simple. Rent the slip at the yacht club for all of them. Let's just take a couple of minutes here. If there are any general questions about the bigger picture of things that might be of interest to everybody, let's do a quick question and answer here, and then we'll take the opportunity in casual so you can grill these guys over the particular details of their boats. Are there any?
Do you always have to be represented by a yacht club?
Good question.
Because we could have a boat at this yacht club, but then they don't have a fleet, so then do I have to be involved with that yacht club so we could then race outside of...
Well, it's a good question. Just a quick thought of analogy back to regular sports. The answer probably is that at some point you're going to want to represent a yacht club. Your yacht club might not have everything that you need. I don't think there's a yacht club out there that has everything that anybody could possibly need. But just like playing club soccer or anything, most of the events. So the answer is, you know, as a young person in a junior program, I think you need to get involved in a yacht club that works for you. At the Sailboat or the Optimist level, it's got to be kind of geographically workable, and the program's got to fit for you. As you get older, most of these kids are sailing together from different yacht clubs. We have kids from San Diego sailing with kids from Newport, and so being from the same yacht club or whatever, I think is not. But most of the yacht clubs here in Southern California are very supportive of the junior sailing thing in one way or another, and they may not have a 29er program, and you may want to sail 29ers, but that doesn't mean they won't let you park one in the boatyard to practice, whether it's borrowed from somebody else. So it'd be pretty difficult, I think, to be really actively involved by the time you get older without getting involved. But I mean, there's, again, yacht clubs come in all shapes and sizes and monthly bills and otherwise, and it doesn't really, you don't need to be a member of the most expensive yacht club, I think, to participate. High school sailing is something that has developed that is non-yacht club, although many yacht clubs support it because it's good, but we bring a lot of people into the sport in high school that were not sailors, they don't belong to yacht clubs, that's not something their family did. So, you know, you don't have to be a member of a yacht club to get involved in the sport, but if you're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of energy, there's a lot of things that I think yacht clubs offer that would be helpful.
I think to Mike's point, though, if you had an FJ and you wanted to sail FJ Nationals, as long as you belong to the class, you don't have to belong to the yacht club to sail FJ Nationals.
Right.
You can show up to the boat, sign it.
The different events will be a little bit different on that, but for the most part, if you're a U.S. sailing member, which is for a kid, $25 a year, and a member of the class, you can probably do it. There are some events that do require yacht club membership somewhere, but again, you can join the UC Irvine Sailing Center for sailing thing for $50 for the year. So, any other questions? Yes.
I was just going to respond to that question as well. I'm thinking about other sports, softball, baseball, soccer. As a parent, you got to get involved. And if you want good coaching, one of the ways you can get involved is by joining a club or a sailing association. You don't have to be writing checks, but you can certainly be helping, driving kids, being there, supporting coaches, etc.
Towing trailers.
Towing trailers. Amen. Do I tow trailers? He tows trailers. I tow trailers.
That's very important, and that's what I said before. You know, the yacht club needs you. These organizations, SCYYRA, PCISA, they're all run by volunteers and people that get involved. And you know, there's always seems to be this correlation between the kids that are being successful and their parents' involvement. And it's not because their parents are there, you know, managing their program. It's just because everybody learns how the systems work. They become family events. Lots of comments about this is a lifetime family sport, and this is the perfect place to get that going. So very salient. Any other questions for the whole group? Great. Well, great.
I have one question.
Yes.
We talked about individual boats and the juniors. What would be a suitable boat for an adult to enjoy with his little one among these boats?
You think this list is long?
You want to race, you want to cruise.
Race.
Okay.
I mean, in Southern California, we have the Lido 14.
Yeah.
I know it's pretty popular in where I sail a lot in Long Beach. I think it's pretty popular here in Newport. I think in Mission Bay. A good boat for an adult and a kid. So I would definitely look at the Lido 14.
Hobie 16.
Hobie 6 catamarans, great. There's a lot of catamaran sailing. There's not, unfortunately, not as much of it as there used to be. You know, there's snipe sailing in Mission Bay. It's still pretty active, depending on where you're from. Cal 20s, you know, is a boat that parents and kids can sail. Pretty active fleet in Cabrillo and Long Beach and King Harbor, and some here in Newport. Anybody else have any other ideas?
Harbor 20s.
Harbor 20s, yeah. Big fleet in Newport Beach. And you can pick up boats.
You can rent those.
You can spend 40 grand and you can spend less than 4 grand. Yeah.
That's something that I experienced, and it was part of being part of the yacht club was as a junior, and when I was growing up there weren't 29ers, 49ers and stuff, but at some point there was a bridge from Savitz, and CFJs weren't even around, I think Lidos were, but the opportunity to go sailing with big boat from your yacht clubs as a junior crew on a wet Wednesday or a regatta really got me into owning a sail-off now, was being able to jump from a dinghy boat up to a bigger boat. And there's a lot of opportunity in a yacht club when you hear all the big boat people complaining they can't find crew or anything. And I said, go down to the yacht club on a junior Saturday, and you're going to see a lot of people who are eager and excited about going sailing, and they would love a chance. Sean over here, he cruised with me on the big boat, and he started in the Dana Point Yacht Club Junior program, and that's another way to help branch, whether it's owning or using 29ers, 49ers, all the boats. If you're in a yacht club or something like the Sea Scout base, we got Berkeley here for the base in Newport. There's opportunities everywhere, including big boats, yacht club boats, sailing clubs, stuff like that. The big boats give parents and families a little more opportunity to actually do the sailing together, and that's how my family got started.
Sea Scouts? Yeah.
Sea Scouts, yes.
Yeah, and the Junior Mariners.